Welcome guys, this is Charnakdas in short CD. Today we'll be learning about linear pairs of equation in two variables. Got it? I hope you all are familiar with this chapter from class 9, right? So, this whole chapter is based on two types of problem. One is theoretical one, that problem sums one, and the other one is the solving problem one. Means solving equations. Two equations will be given and you just need to find out their roots. Got it? So let's go for the chapter. Before going to the final exercise, let's go for introduction. A little bit of introduction, right? So actually in two variables, what does it actually mean? So if we represent an equation like suppose 2x plus y is equal to 12. So this is a equation, right? So it has two variables, got it? And the equation can be of any form, right? This is just an example, right? So any equation involving two variables, got it? So in this chapter we'll be dealing with this type of equations which will include two variables x and y, or either p and y. It can be any form, but it will be of two variables and we just need to find out their respective values. We need to find out their respective values x and y. Got it? So let's go for the exercise 3.1. So our first equation says that after tells his daughter, 7 years ago I was 7 times as old as you were then. Also 3 years from now I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. So we need to show the whole equation in graphical form as well as in algebraic form. Got it? So let's go for algebraic form firstly. So according to question, it has been given after age and his daughter, right? So let's consider after age be x and his daughter age be y. So we have considered after age be x and his daughter be y. Got it? So in the question it has been given that according to his question it has been given what? After age means x is 7 times his daughter's age. Got it? Means 7 of y. Actually it looks like right? It is the correct one, I hope. So but actually it is wrong. Why? It is also mentioned in the question that it was 7 years earlier. Got it? That's why this equation is wrong. Got it? Otherwise the concept is right, but the word has been mentioned that 7 years from earlier. So for that the equation will change into x after s in 7 years back, means x minus 7. Number never changes. Got it? So digits always remain the same. 7 will be 7 and y means his daughter 7 years back will be what? Y minus 7. Got it? So if we solve it out, x minus 7 equal to 7y minus 49. Got it? Then x minus 7y, and if we bring minus 49 in the left hand side, we will get 42. Got it? And this is your required equation and the algebraic form. Got it? So let's go for the second part of this question. In second part, it is also again mentioned that 3 years from future, 3 years from now, means when it was mentioned 7 years earlier, means we will subtract, right? We will subtract from our age. Got it? Whenever we say the term future or will be, it will be what? It will be happening, right? Then we will add up the ages. Got it? Add up the numbers of years that has been mentioned in the question, right? So now it has been given that 3 years from now. So we will add plus 3 to the ages of Tau and his daughter. Got it? So according to the question, it has been given that 3 years from now, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. Means x equal to 3y. Actually, the equation should be in this manner, right? But it has been mentioned that 3 years from now, right? So that the whole equation will change into x plus 3, then 3y plus 3. Got it? Got it? Why this equation has changed in this part? It has been mentioned in the question. Got it? You all need to practice the whole age related problems in this way, in this particular manner. Got it? So let's solve it out. X plus 3, 3y plus 9. So x minus 3y. So if we bring it in the left hand side, we will get what? Minus 6. So this is your another equation of the same question. So you got the two required equations algebraic form. And the second part, that you need to solve this equation in graphical form. I hope you all are familiar with this graphical form. You all did it in class 9, right? Still, if you have any doubts, regarding any questions, you just check in my description the class 9 coordinate geometry. To fully explain, all vital information has been provided in my given description link. So you can check it out and you can find the whole coordinate chapter in that link. Got it? So I hope you can solve that graphical part by yourself. So let's go for the second one. So our second question is, the coach of a cricket team buys 3 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3900. Got it? So later on, she buys another bat and 3 more balls for the same kind for rupees 1300. So like the previous one, we need to solve these equations, means whole questions into equations, means algebraic form, as well as graphical form. Got it? So graphical form means it will be your homework. Got it? So let's go for the algebraic form. So let us consider their cost, particular cost. So let the cost of the bat be x, and the ball be y. So we have considered their particular cost, right? So let's go for the question. According to question, it has been given the 3 bats and 6 ball. Got it? So she buy 3 bats means what? 3x, then 6 balls. So it will be 6y. So the total cost is what? 3900. This is your first required equation. So easy, right? So let's go for the second part. Secondly, she buys another bat and 3 more balls. Another bat means x plus 3y cost her 1300. This is your required second question. You got the 2 required questions. Got it? The whole exercise means 3.1 is just a warm for you all guys. Got it? Later on, you need to deal with some high quality theoretical problems. So let's get ready for that type of questions. Got it? So this is 2 means question 2. Let's go for question number 3. So the question 3 is same as question 2. Still, let's go for the question. The cost of 2 kg apples and 1 kg grapes on a day was found to be 160. And after a month, the cost of 4 kg apples and 2 kg grapes is found to be 300. So we need to solve these whole questions into algebraic form as well as graphical form. So the equation, so let's again, like the previous one, let us consider, let the cost of let us cause the cost of apples be X and grapes be Y. So according to question, what has been given to the question? So let's check it out. It is given that 2 kg of apples means 2x. Then we will add up. Then what? 1 kg of grapes means only y. So whole equation cost how much? The cost is 160. So this is your required first equation. Similarly, let's proceed to the second equation. So the second equation, 4 kg of apples means 4x plus 2 kg of grapes means twice of y. That cost us 300. This is your required second equation. Got it? So I hope you find it really easy. So I have done the algebraic form. Rest of the work for you all guys is to do the whole equations, solve it in graphical form. Got it? And don't forget to check out if you have any doubts in my description. The coordinate whole chapter has been given. Got it? So stay with me for the upcoming part 2 for exercise 3.2. So I hope you find this whole chapter valuable. If you find it really interesting, do share with your friends and don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you very much.